Hello and welcome back to West Brom Fan TV for another round of match week predictions. We're on round 28 now. Let's get cracking straight away. Tuesday night, these first fixtures, obviously, first one, Charlton versus Derby County. Now, let's have a little deep dive into both sides. Charlton, big 1-0 win the weekend against Sheff United. They needed that. Sheff United were down to 9 men, but at the end of the day, don't matter, really. You beat what's in front of you. Derby County, they won as well, a huge win away at Preston. Preston are very stubborn, they don't lose a lot. So to get a result at Deepdale is absolutely massive. I did not know that. Derby County are third in the league based off away form. They've got 21 points on the road this season. The only two teams ahead of them are Middlesbrough and Coventry, who are the top two. Charlton at home, they are 16th. 16th! But yeah, this is obviously a big game for Charlton if they want to gain some momentum. You got to win your own games if they do want to get out of this relegation dogfight. Derby, playoff push potentially. If you look at that away form, then yeah, if they can replicate that at home, then they are not going to be far off it at all. They're 12th in the table at this moment in time. I'll go for a draw. I'm sitting on the fence here. Let's go Charlton 1, Derby County 1. Next up is Coventry City taking on Millwall. Coventry top of the league, huge win against Leicester at the weekend. They needed that win. They'd been on some rocky form. So to get a result, especially in a local derby, is absolutely massive. Millwall, they got a huge win, 2-0 away at Watford. Obviously, that game was marred by the ball boy who got dog's abuse after catching the ball while it was on the pitch. Coventry City first, Millwall fourth. It's a massive game. If Coventry really want to put a statement down and show that they're here to win the league, and then this is a game they've got to win. Home form, Coventry City, top of the table. No surprises there. They've lost one at home all season. Away form for Millwall, they are 7th, so they're not too bad on the road. I will go Coventry City 1, Millwall 0. Next up is Ipswich Town taking on Bristol City. Ipswich Town picked up a 3-0 win at home to Blackburn Rovers. They are cruising, really, in really, really good form. And they're taking on a Bristol City side who I think they drew, 0-0 against Oxford. Very inconsistent. They fell right out of the playoffs now, Bristol City. They now sit 9th in the table. To be fair, saying that, they're not a million miles away from it. But yeah, their form is very patchy at this moment in time. Let's have a look at home form for Ipswich Town this season. They are 2nd. They've lost one game at home all season. Bristol City's away form, they are 8th. Looking at Ipswich's form in the last few games, and it is they're unbeaten in the last 6, 5 wins and a draw. Lost in the last 10 games. I'll go Ipswich Town 2, Bristol City 0. Next up is Oxford United, the U's. They got a big game against QPR at home. They are desperate for points now. Did get a point at the weekend against Bristol, which ain't an awful result, really. But the teams above them are picking up points. And they're getting left behind a bit. They are now, I think they're on 23 points. Let's double check that. Yeah, 23 points in the league table. Portsmouth obviously won. They're on 28. They're 5 points off safety. Norwich City won at the weekend as well. They're on 27 points. So they're 4 points off Norwich. Yeah, it's not really too good. This is a good opportunity. QPR side that are pretty spontaneous, really. I think they drew 0-0 at the weekend to Stoke. Which ain't a bad point. They're mid-table on the road, 16 points. QPR on poor form as well. Score prediction, I think Oxford will win. I think it'll be a horrible, nitty-gritty game. I'm going to go Oxford United 2, QPR 1. They really need to win. Next up is Preston North End taking on Hull. Now, Preston defeat against Stoke, defeat against Derby at the weekend. They are still in the playoff places, though, due to the fact that they're very, very hard to beat. Taking on a Hull side that are flying. They are, unbeaten in their last 5 games, 4 wins and a draw. Absolutely fantastic form for the Tigers, which puts them in 5th in the table. With Preston 6th, this is a tasty game, a great little midweek fixture. 5th versus 6th. Hull seem to have a fantastic attack. That's their main strong point. And Preston defend pretty damn well. That's their strong point. I think it will be a draw. I do think there might be some goals in this one. Preston 1, Hull City 1. Next up, Sheffield Wednesday taking on Birmingham City. You want to analyse this game too much, then I'll analyse it till the cows come home. Sheff Utd are near enough relegated. The last game meant that they can't win the league if you Wednesday fans had any optimism. Any optimism. Birmingham City picked up a big point on the road against Swansea. Needed that. Their away form is absolutely pants. Pretty sure they're rock bottom of the table in away form. Oh no, they're not. They are 23rd, just ahead of Sheffield Wednesday. That Birmingham have enough quality. They've got a fantastic team. They've got some great players. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Birmingham City 3. And next up is Swansea City taking on Blackburn Rovers. Swansea have not been doing too bad, picking up the odd points here and there. The Blackburn Rovers, on the other hand, they're going to be desperate to get a result here. They are in some poor form. The last time they won a game was the 20th of December against Millwall, 2-0. Very bleak as a Blackburn Rovers fan. I really do worry for them because the owners won't invest heavily in this window. They can promise them the moon, but they will never deliver on that. Swansea, on the other hand, they're a club going forward, if anything, with their ownership. Yes, they might have a bit of a boring season this season, but with the likes of Lincoln, Snoop Dogg and Luka Modric investing, then you know your club's got a bit of ambition and it is potentially going to go somewhere. I'm going to go Swansea 2, Blackburn 1. Next up is Bromwich Albion. Right, let's talk about West Brom. Can't wait for this. Lost 3-2 on Friday against Middlesbrough. We looked poor, to be fair. We had a spell at the start for the first 10 minutes and a spell in the second half for about 5 or 10 minutes as well. It's serious alarm bells ringing down at the B7-1 as we are now sat in 19th in the table with this huge game against Norwich City, who are sat in 22nd. If they win this game, they go up to 20th, depending on if results go that way. One thing I can guarantee, though, is that gap at the bottom will at least go down to 3 points minimum. If Blackburn and Portsmouth pick up points, it will go down to 1 point between us and the relegation zone. This is a big fixture, especially considering the fact that Norwich City are really picking up points at the minute. They've got a lad called Jovan Makama, who they signed from Lincoln in the summer. He's been bagging in goals, to be fair. He's only a young lad, he's my age. He's 21 years old. He's on 10 goals this season in the league. He's only 2 off becoming the league's top scorer. Watching him play is a joy. To be fair, he was a right weedy little thing 2 seasons ago. Now look at him. He's built like an absolute Greek god. He is huge. Norwich City in the last 5 games have won 3 of them. Last 10 games, Norwich City would be 7th. Last 5 games, and Norwich City would be 7th. Compare that to West Brom's last 10 games, we would be 20th in the table. Yeah, this is a real tough fixture. I think we will lose. I'm going West Bromwich Albion 1, Norwich City 2. Next up is Wrexham taking on Leicester City. Wrexham, consistent. Whenever I big them up, they seem to just lose. Like losing to Norwich on Saturday. Norwich are in good form, but still, in their last, 5 games? One of them in the FA Cup, obviously, against Nottingham Forest, a Premier League team. Yeah, the last 4 games before Norwich, they had won in the league. Taking on a Leicester side that are, I'm going to be completely honest, not very good. They beat Albion, obviously. It's not just sour grapes for that game. I didn't think they were very good. Leicester City have won their last... Well, they won 3 out of the last 5, to be fair. One of them in the FA Cup. They are a bad team, though. They're not very good at all. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to go for a draw. I'll say Wrexham 2, Leicester City 2. Next up is the first of the Wednesday game. Southampton taking on Sheffield United. 2 teams in similar standings in the league table, I'm pretty certain. Southampton are on a poor run of form. Southampton after the last 10 games would be 23rd in the table with 2 wins, 3 draws and 5 losses. Even Albion are better than that. United, on the other hand, in their last 10 games, would be 2nd. United, with Wilder, they can only go forward, really. I don't think there's going to be a playoff push this season of any sorts, but things can only get better. Despite that, I think that Southampton's fortune might change here. This is one that I'm just winging it a bit with here. You just get a feeling with some games that something might happen. I'm going to go for Southampton 2, Sheffield United 1. Next up is Watford taking on Portsmouth. Watford losing, obviously, to Millwall on Saturday. Portsmouth with a big win away at Sheffield Wednesday. Vicarage Road is a very, very tough place to go. Based off home form, Watford will be 3rd in the table this season. That says it all. 2 teams above them, Ipswich and Coventry. Can't see Portsmouth getting anything out of this. I think Watford just have too much quality, especially with the home advantage. I'm going Watford 4, Portsmouth 0. Next up is Stoke City taking on Middlesbrough, 8 o'clock on the Wednesday night. Now, the Potters have just drew 0-0 to QPR at home. That's a game they really need to be winning if they want to be in the playoffs this season. Saying that, they're still 7th, so they're right up close to it. They're only 2 points off 6th place Preston. They're only 3 points off Hull. So they are right in the mix still, just about, thanks to their recent form in the last 5 games. They've won 2, drew 2, lost 1. They're taking on a Middlesbrough side who are really good. Obviously, I watched them play at the Hawthorns on that last Friday night. I thought they were fantastic. They play some really, really entertaining, good football. They're very disciplined as well. I think Luke Ayling is massive for them, and Matt Targett. They are just 2 absolute pillars that hold together that team, despite the fact that they're both pretty ancient, really, in terms of the footballing world. Middlesbrough away this season are 2nd highest in the table. In the table on the whole, they are 2nd as well. Aren't bad at home, really. After watching Middlesbrough and seeing what they're about, I think there's going to be only one team winning this. If they can continue to play just like they did against the Baggies, then I don't think Stoke will have enough to contain them, despite being a really good, well-organised side. I'm going to go Stoke 0, Middlesbrough 2. Right, that rounds off the prediction video. I hope you're enjoying a little bit more analysis side of these videos now. I've got my MacBook and I'm looking into games more deep. I'm looking into stats, looking at previous games, looking at the standings, home, away form, all these types of stuff, disciplinary even. Don't forget to like, subscribe to check out more Albion content. Obviously, we'll have a vlog coming very soon at the weekend. We'll have a vlog tomorrow as well for the Norwich City home game. If you want a non-league vlog on the Saturday as well, check out the Nuneaton Towns channel because I do some stuff for them now.